Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Lynn, and I am Pretty Papercraft 67. Today, I'm just going to do a couple of flip throughs, show and tell. Always excited when the mystery box from Sue at Paper Inspiration arrives. So we'll do a flip through, a show and tell on that one. And I just want to show you a new journal that I have finished that's now available for sale in the Etsy store. So I'll start with the journal. So this one is a hardcover journal. It's an old book cover that I purchased quite a long time ago, and I've been keeping it safe, waiting for the next project or the project that suited it. So I grabbed it out and decided to make a junk journal, but in the form of a scrapbook. Something that I remember seeing when I was a young girl, that my grandmother used to do. She used to do scrapbooking, but it was her scrapbooks were all about her and recipes and phone numbers, um, photographs, all sorts of things, just like a journal, a notebook that would sit there that everybody would go to keep track of their life. So I was really inspired by that. So I used the book cover. I didn't cover it because I just thought that was really, it's just such an old cover and it's just got some nice charm about it. So all I've done to the cover is just attach this vintage doily, like a crocheted doily. And I just put on 3 little charms on a bulb pin, a pair of scissors, a button, and a sewing machine in metal. So when this cover arrived, it still had its end papers, so I thought they were really lovely. So I've kept them in place. Very old. You can see there's the age markings or colorings to the book. So beautiful, and it hasn't got a date, but it's got Toowoomba written here, stamped here, bookseller in Toowoomba. So there you go. So this is again all bits and pieces, a lot of it original ephemera, some of it redesigned printables, but mainly a lot of original stuff. So I've just put this little page on the front. You can write your name. Ex Librius, I think, is like who the book belongs to kind of thing. So I've done that, and then I've made this little pocket here from a piece of vintage music paper, like the front cover of a music book. And inside these little pockets, I've just put a tag and a little faux vintage photograph. So again, they've all been backed onto coffee stain paper. Some things I've sewn, some things I haven't. I just wanted to sort of keep it with that old-fashioned look about it. I have one of my printables in here, the vintage receipts printable. It's available in the shop. And I've just folded that over and made a little pocket. And in the pocket, I have just placed Winnie the Pooh, a page from the Winnie the Pooh book. I love Winnie the Pooh, so I had this little book here from when I was a girl, which is very old and torn and tattered now, so I thought I will start to use it. Lots of little flip outs in this journal, another little vintage photograph. I've attached pages with paper hinges, as well as doing a 3-hole binding stitch, stitching them into the cover. Another vintage photograph that I just popped down on that page. Some book pages, a Christmas card. This is actually a piece of original ephemera. This is, as you'll see further on in the book, this is a Christmas card that was sent to my grandmother. So very old, very vintage looking. And this one here is an actual, again, a original piece of ephemera for the stage show South Pacific. Now, it doesn't have a date on it, but it was Saturday the 4th of March, and my grandmother's birthday was the 11th of March. So I'm assuming that she was given this as a Christmas gift, and that was in St James Theatre, Albert Street, Brisbane. So that would be, oh, I can't even imagine how old that would be. But let's say my grandma's been gone now, oh my goodness, about 30 years. So this is old. A printable page from My Porch Prints Kit. And then I've just made one of these window envelopes into a pocket and put a little receipt. Now this is a printable that I purchased from Seven Plaza. Beautiful printable kit, so I've popped that one there. Again, another piece of original music paper. It's still got its price tag, 3 shillings. I love it. I love it. I coffee dyed some napkin, and so I've just popped a little fabric and photograph cluster on there. And I've done a lot of stapling, because that was something in my grandmother's scrapbooks. You know, they didn't have fancy things like we have now. So yeah, she used a lot of staples. So I've just popped that one there. Pardon me. A furniture advertisement. This was a short page, a piece of ledger page, so I've just attached a file folder edge to it just to give it some interest in stability. Another page from My Porch Prints. Another Winnie the Pooh page from that old book that I have, and again I've just put some ticking fabric down on there. That one folds out like so, so there's still room for journaling there. And another little family photograph there with some embroidery on glaze tucked in behind it. Tissue paper, coffee stain paper, a little pocket that I've just included a little library card and pocket inside of there, like so. Again, just pages, cut aparts from music paper, covers from music books. Just a pretty page, dictionary page. And again, I've included a lot of little hints and tips that I have this book, which is a book that's based in the early years of Australian history for housewives and, well, everyone. And it just includes some really, really great little tips and hints for cleaning and making cosmetics and sewing and so forth. So I just put some of that there. Excuse me, my asthma's not really great this morning. This is a sample of some hand embroidery that a relative must have done. It was in my personal stash, so I popped that there with another little photograph. More napkin, a glassine bag that I've coffee stained, and again I've just put attached a little fabric cluster there. And inside this pocket here, I've just placed a couple of the Suffolk puffs or yo-yos, another vintage photograph, and then I've just popped in some vintage ledger in there, like so. So they fit nicely into the other side of that glassine bag, coffee stained one. They have great pocket size, those, when they're folded in half. Again, just another a bit of a vintage advertisement there, and another hints and tips, and that one is hinged, so it opens up like so. And then on this side, I've just got this craft book, and I just love these colour swatches, so I've put a couple of those inside here. You could remove that with the staples if you didn't want to, and that would make a really nice bookmark. On this page here, this is an original photograph. This is actually my uncle, and this was my mum's best friend. So this photograph was taken on my mum and dad's wedding day. My uncle was the best man, and this lady was the maid of honour. So I love that photo. So I've just hinged that again to open up. And this little one here, I've just made some extra journaling space really. So a little ticket, a little ticket, and then I've sewn that one onto there, and they fold out like so. So just some extra journaling space there. Again, another page from a music book. This one here, I've just made this a little scrappy tag or bookmark. And this is a flower that I had picked from my garden, and I had pressed it and dried it out, and then I sewn it into like a plastic window type thing. So that's a very sweet little piece of ephemera to place in a journal, like to write on the back, or you can take it out and put it as a bookmark. Got some tissue paper. Again, another material piece, and then this advertisement for patterns, and I just put a little vintage metal button, sewing that on there. And again, I've stapled that in place, but you could always take it out of there, undo the staple if you wanted to. Just another file folder, I think they're called, just to lengthen that edge of that page and just to make a little bit of interest in the book. I have created a faux postcard, which just flips out like so for some extra journaling space. Napkin, music paper, dictionary page. This is an original postcard, just happy birthday greetings. It has no date, but again, it's from my grandmother's childhood era. So I have a stack of postcards that were given to me by my sister, whom she had taken them as a keepsake after my grandmother passed away. So a lot of those are dated 1916. So that was in the pile. So I assume that's around about the same era, or maybe a little bit older, but still very vintage. This is the other side of that Christmas card, and that's just a little to my grandfather, and I assume it's family, so maybe my dad and his brothers, from Mary. And I do remember stories about Mary, so I love the writing, beautiful. That would have been written with a fountain pen or something like that. Gorgeous. More book page. This one here, another piece of original ephemera. This again is my grandfather, and this is in 1972. My grandfather had terrible cataracts, and back when he was going through that, they didn't have the surgeries that we have today. So this was a prescription for really strong glasses so that he could see with his cataracts. And then I've just included the original envelope in there as well, that prescription came in. Just another little faux little vintage photograph. And another back pocket with another piece of Pooh Bear paper. I love these illustrations. They take me back to childhood. Beautiful. Pop that in there. And then I've got a metric conversion chart. So that's your inches to millimetres to centimetres, yards to metres kind of thing. So I think they always come in handy, and that's something that I definitely would have seen in my grandma's scrapbook, a kind of thing like that when they went from, pounds to metric. So that kind of thing. And then another colour swatch there, and then the end of the book, so the end papers again. So that's been a really fun journal to make. It measures 7 inches by 5 inches, so it's a nice size. It fits really nicely in your hand. And with the hard cover, it's a nice sturdy book. So still lots and lots of writing space in there, but just some very, very interesting pieces of ephemera from, my life, my childhood. So that is up for sale in the Etsy store at this moment, if anyone's interested. And then we have the December mystery box from Sue over at Paper Inspirations. So I was really surprised to find this in my letterbox. So let's have a look into here and see what's included in this month. It's always a wonderful surprise. Sue always puts beautiful things in her mystery boxes. So as usual, there's always a letter explaining the mystery box. And so I have gone through this once, but we'll have a little look. So these little bags always come very much in handy when you're making ephemera. And inside this one is a couple of rolls of washi tape. I never used to use washi tape, and now I've made a point of trying to include it. So they're lovely. It's like, I don't know if that's close, but it's like a floral and a leaf design. So they're really lovely. Nice and thin too. I like the thin. I like the thick, but the thin's nice. Okay, so, and then we have one of these little document envelopes with these little strings. And inside here, there is, if I can grab it out, oh, come on, is a little collection of stamps, little stamps, butterflies and florals, and, oh, look at that, a bunny. Oh, isn't he cute? Oh, I love it. Like I said, I've only gone through this once. Butterflies, flowers, mushrooms. Oh, they're gorgeous. So they will definitely come in handy. A little stack of pretty papers. Undo this. Oh, it's got a knot there. Oh, this will be interesting. Can I take it off? Oh, yes, that was easier than I thought. So just some beautiful, oh, wow, look at those. Letters, receipts, more letters. Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah, they'll definitely come in handy. Some, like botanical type etchings, more butterflies. And butterflies. They're beautiful. I'll definitely use those. Some stickers, some florals, which always come in handy. Look at them, they're beautiful. Really vintage looking, really, really beautiful. So stickers. These I'm excited about. These are slide cards. So there's 4 in there, so you would fold them on the crease and then you could make like specimen cards. Or like their old slides. So they're really exciting. I would love to be able to get a die for that. This is another exciting thing. I love this. Is a darkroom door stamp. Sue's put it inside of a little library card pocket. And this journal belongs to, and this book belongs to. So red rubber stamps. So they will certainly get a workout. Beautiful packaging. Look at that, stamping and some cheesecloth and some labels. Just lovely. And inside this packet we have, again, I don't think these are stickers. No, I don't think they are. They're just pieces of paper, but yeah, like collaged designs. So they look lovely, stapled or tied together with making clusters and that type of thing. Really, really nice. Beautiful. So there's quite an amount of those in there. Quite a good stack of those. Then what have we got? In this little envelope we have some more stickers, more botanical style stickers. Oops. So they really come in handy as well. Beautiful colours in there. And Sue always is very generous with her quantities. So again, very nice way to decorate journal pages or cards. We've got some baker's twine, Christmas colours or pinks, pink, red and green. So they'll come in handy. Oh, this is just a little bit of pom-pom twine that was attached to one of the bags. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous postcards in like vintage. Oh, that's quite thick. Yeah, that's thick. So like a vintage wallpaper type of design. I'm sure that's a... They're really, really thick, so they're very good quality. Acorn wallpaper. Oh, there you go. It is wallpaper. Yeah, so they're beautiful. That must have been the bag that they came in. And then this Merry Christmas and Happy New Year bag. I love these bags. They're really, really great. Sue must have... It's not been hand stamped, so they've obviously been bought like that. I love them. Now, if I can just get this bow undone. Like this, there's some sari silk, not sari silk, some seam binding. And then inside this bag, Sue has included some beautiful ribbons. So we've got some gorgeous red chiffon ribbon and then some golden green. So they're Christmas colours, but they also look really nice when they're teamed up with botanical images. So there you go. So that's the mystery box for December. Thank you so very much, Sue. I'm really appreciative of this box. I use everything. Every time I get a mystery box, I just tend to use everything up before the next one is available. So now I've got some supplies again to keep going. So yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. Thank you very much. I'll link Paper Inspirations down below. It really is worthwhile going over and having a look. Sue has a great online store, and anything that you may need supplies wise, there's stamps, there's papers, there's everything. Really, really worth a look over there. So there you go. That's a couple of little show and tells at the moment. We're 1 week out from Christmas now, so it's getting very exciting. I love Christmas. So yeah, I'm going to try and get one more video in before Christmas, and then not sure, my husband goes on holidays, so the house is not my own for a couple of weeks. So yeah, I might pick it back up after Christmas then, but yeah, one more video yet to go. I hope you have enjoyed that. Journal's up for sale in the Etsy store. I'll link Sue's shop down below. Yeah, do go over and check out Paper Inspirations. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everyone has a great Sunday. At the moment, it's sunny and bright. It looks beautiful out there, so fingers crossed for a great day. Thanks so much for joining me again today, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.